Assalamu alaikum. Raubat. Peace. Let me clear this up a little bit. This is Revelation to the Nuwaupians, Taraq, the Way, by Munzul, Amunubi, Reakh, Ptah, Djedi. This is chapter 5. And there's nothing wrong with this camera. Okay, here we go. You have to excuse all the different markings and everything. This is, well, not that, that's part of the book. But I just want to show you, as usual, that this is the book. I'm just excited to finally get to sit down and read some more because, yes, right. Show you the first picture. Eventually, I'll be doing visual books, maybe, where I just show you the pages, but because I'm reading it anyway, I just want to share with Nubian people who do the knowledge of themselves. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Make sure my volumes are up and no distractions. Okay. The Revelations to the Nuwaupians, Taraq, the Way, Chapter 5, The Monkey and the Tree. Please hear me when I pray, Nazdaru. Please do not turn away from my calls, ancestors, or hide from my supplication. Reach out to me and listen to my call as I pray and chant. Because of the actions of the evil ones, Pa Heka Kasut, our enemies who hate us because you love us so. Because of their hate, these and the oppression of these wicked cast evil spirits in our path. Day and night they go about their evils and their mischief. Prevent their wickedness and remove them into their own hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings, and they have lost their souls. As for me, Nazduru, I am calling unto you and my ancestors to save me. When I perform my morning prayer at 9 a.m., and when I perform my afternoon prayer at 3 p.m., and when I perform my evening prayer at 9 p.m., hear us when we chant. Morning, afternoon, and evening I will pray, and I will call out to you, and you will hear me. Please hear me. You know my voice among all the voices. When I cry out to you, you can deliver my soul to peace. Be forgiven and merciful to me, for I need your forgiveness and mercy. Be kind to me, O Nazdur, because my soul trusted in you all as my protectors. And finally, Nuwaupians pray the prayer for all Nuwaupians that the message of Nuwaupu spread rapidly worldwide and be honored just as it was with you. And pray that Nuwaupu may be delivered to all as I, Pa Munzul Nazdur, Amunubi, Reakh, Ptah, Djedi, did deliver it to you, that it may remove the fictions of the wicked. For not enough of our own know the truth, living in a world ruled by liars up to 2003 AD. Know that Pa Nazuru is to be trusted and will strengthen and protect you from the evil ones. Nuwaupians have confidence in Nuwaupu that you are doing and will continue to do the things found in the way. And may Pa Nazuru direct your hearts and souls into love and perseverance. Here is a trustworthy thing in prayer and chanting. If anyone sets their hearts on being an overseer, he desires a noble work. Now the overseers are of whom you were born and to whom you must return. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had a realization. That's interesting. The last word I said was return, and every time I say the word, Khalid Muhammad is in the background saying the same thing, and I'm having this revelation. Just the person that I am naturally an overseer of a sort. And yes, I'm just getting a realization here. I apologize. Anyhow, point 24. These are all numbered, and that helps. Yet know this, Nuwaupians, there is now troubled times, and even more terrible times is to come, for these are the coming of the change and shift. Look at what you see. Children killing children, proud, boastful, lovers of money, abusive, disobedient to parents, unforgiving, slanderous, with no self-control, deadly diseases, brutal, treacherous, vulgar, conceited. Lovers of pleasure with fake body parts, fake fur, fake eyes, paint on their skin, weak-willed and swayed by all kind of evils. And I just want to point out, for those who haven't read the Holy Tablets, I'm telling you, the first part of the Holy Tablets mentions all of this in some way, shape, or form. And it's no coincidence. None of them will ever, this is point 26, back to the book. None of them will get very far. The devil will pay them wealth not to think on their own. Yet, you true Nuwaupians, you know all about Nuwaupu, your true way of life, on how to live the way. Our true purpose, endurance over persecution and sufferings, while some will only go from bad to worse, deceiving and being deceived. Yet as for you, continue in what you have learned and have become convinced of, because you learned it well. And how Nuwaupu has convinced you, because you know those from whom you learned Nuwaupu. And how from infancy you have known the right way, which is able to make you wise for salvation through Nuwaupu. Ask this: has Pa Nazuru ever rejected Nuwaupians? By no means. You are a Nuwaupian, a descent of a great people from great tribes in a great land, Africa, Negroid land. Pa Nazuru has never rejected your call when you pray or chant. Don't you know what the actual facts say about you? I am the only one with you, and the evil ones are trying to kill me or imprison me till death, that I not be able to open the way. May their eyes be closed forever. There is no place for them in heaven, and for the religious who have blind faith, when you bring them Nuwaupu, they say, I have my belief, it will take me to heaven. Know the story of the monkey and the tall tree. They were all gathered around the tall tree that reached up into the skies, even beyond the clouds. And when the wise spoke of going to heaven by prayer and chanting by living the good life of Nuwaupu, the monkey said he was wise and knowing. When asked how he knows, he said, I have faith, and I will climb this tall tree right up into the heavens. When he was told not to do this that way, he said, I know what I'm doing and how to get to heaven. I have faith. So he left the others and began to climb up the tall tree. From time to time, he would stop and look back and repeat, I told you I know the way. Come follow me in faith. But the others said, come down from there, you fool. But the monkey climbed and climbed on his way to heaven. After a while, he was so far up, he was out of sight, unseen, and some began to believe he made it, for he was hidden by the clouds. Excuse me. Then they heard him yell, come follow me, have faith this way to heaven. And his voice was very far up, and a few among them began to follow him in blind faith, for he was unseen. As for him, he still climbed higher and higher, and soon he heard a sound, and said to himself, that sound must be coming from heaven above. You don't have to die to go to heaven, follow me. Even more who heard him claim, I hear heaven above me, come on, follow my example. Again he heard a sound, because the higher he climbed, the thinner the branches of the tree became. And soon his foot reached a branch that made a loud cracking noise as the branches broke. I'm sorry, I'm mispronunciating things because there are typos. Okay. And soon his foot reached a branch that made a loud cracking noise as the branches broke. And as he fell down and down until he passed back through the clouds and past those who followed him, he looked on, and he plunged to the earth and broke every bone in his body. As the onlookers looked on and saw he was dead, one said, well, by this tall tree the monkey did make heaven, for by it he fell to his death. And another said, he may have fallen to his death, yet he will never make heaven. Because he did not obey the way we are to go, he followed blind faith that caused him his life, as the others who followed him slowly climbed back down from the tall tree. Old monkey, listen. And that concludes this revelation of the Nuwaupians, Pa Taraq the Way. I kid you not. That is how it ended. Okay. That is a very interesting story. I really don't care to give anyone my interpretation of anything unless asked, only because I would hate to give my perspective and be responsible or assume responsibility for anyone else's outlook. Another version of the Nuwaupian script, there are multiple versions of this. I actually don't know how many there are, but I know there are more than one or two. There's more than three. And hopefully you'll be able to copy these, write them down, and make your own these. Hold on. Personally, this is my version that I made for my children. It actually differs. I believe it differs. Yes, it differs from this one. I'm sorry, I wasn't holding this in front of here. It differs because, I mean, as you can clearly see, it differs. But anyway, hopefully you put these together for yourself and or your children. I do this for me and my children because I need to learn these. I need to learn as much of this as possible. I have a very bad memory when it comes to detail. Always striving to learn more. Anyhow, until the next revelation of the Nuwaupians. Peace.